Hello, hello, everybody. It is so great to see you. Oh, all right. We're going to have to figure this out a little bit. I got a new light sitting over here. It's making it brighter, but now I can see it in my glasses with the reflections. All right. I'll try to keep my head. I don't know. We'll figure it out for next time. We're just testing it out here today. This is the last live of oh, I just threw something of 2022. And you would think by now I would be like all organized and know what's going on. And here I am throwing buttons. Sorry, guys, I had to pick up my button. Here I am throwing buttons and doing stuff. And here we are. We are live. It is great to see you guys. It is always wonderful to be here with you. I enjoy it so much. I hope you've been enjoying it. This is the last live of 2022 until 2023. And yeah, we're just here to chat a little bit today. We are here to talk about some last minute gift ideas that I have for you that are really quick and are going to be a lot of fun. And, I was trying to finish this one up. And of course, my button, I didn't have the right needle to go through the button in the fabric. So I'm going to quick try to sew this button on at least a little bit while we're chatting here for a minute while people come in. So say hello. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of new faces here or new names here that we don't normally see. That is so wonderful. We're always excited to have people. Hi, Maria. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carrie Lynn. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Carrie B. It is so great to have all of you here joining us live. I almost have this button in here. We're just doing our best, guys. It is so fun to see all of you guys here. Hopefully, your making is done for the holiday. I mean, we have, 4 more sleeps until Christmas. It is coming so soon. I know I'm finishing up everything. I have all of my makes done-ish. I'll tell you why in just a minute when we get to that part of it. But mostly everything's done, making for teachers, making for family, and everything else going on. So hopefully you guys are in the same boat. Yeah, okay. So Margaret says, what have you crocheted as a Christmas present? So this year, I only did one crocheted thing for a Christmas present. I really should have thought about it. Let me see. I think my husband is downstairs that he can bring up. Oh, whatever. But so what I did last year is I took leftover Brava and I made it into little pom-poms, or not pom-poms, tassels. Let's see. Can you bring up? Um, So, okay, let me see if he'll bring it up for me and I can show you. But what I did is I took leftover Brava and I made tassels and I layered them. So I had 4 tassels, then 3 tassels, 2, then 1. And I put a little stick that my boys had found outside. And I made this beautiful little tree and I put a merry and bright at the bottom. And that's what I gave out as teacher gifts last year and to family as well. Some lucky family members got it. I won't say every family member, but most family members did get one, or at least one per household type of thing. So that was a really great way to use up the scraps of yarn that I had left over from some other projects. So that was last year. This year, I am making these little trees. Aren't they so cute? So these trees, hi Tammy, great to see you. Hi Monique. Margaret says, I love how you text your hubby while in the same house to do something. I do it too. Well, I'm up here. He's somewhere else in the house having his lunch break. Maybe he'll come up. I don't know. We'll see. But this is this year's project. Jen is here. She's going to post a link for these. These are not on our website, but these are done by one of our favorite designers that we get to work with throughout the year, by Michelle Moore. And these are her rustic tree. Oh, now I can't remember, but we'll put the link in there so you can see it. Now, she did hers in a super bulky yarn. So her trees are much bigger than mine. I did mine in Galileo. So I did the 2 greens here. I also did this color green, and I also added a gray in there. It makes such a cute thing. And then they're different heights. And so what I did is I got the bases from just a dollar store type of thing. And my husband drilled a hole in for me so that I would have it. And then this is a skewer that you can get like at your grocery store. And then it goes right into that hole. So now I can take it apart and I can store this away and store these away for the winter. And then, so you make the tree in 3 different parts. Oh, there it is. The rustic farmhouse tiered trees. So you make it in 3 different parts. And so I just took the pointy part of the skewer and stuck it through the top of the first 2 tiers. And then this one is just sitting on top. And then I hot glued right inside so that they would stay where they are. And now I've got these cute little trees that I'm giving out to the teachers. And I also made some for myself because come on, you can't make these cute things and not keep some for yourself. So here's just 3 of them that I made. They make really cute ideas. Weren't they ornaments from last year? Margaret, I'm not sure. I know she did ornaments last year. I don't know if those were ornaments. In the blog post, it is not an ornament. So I'm not sure. But yeah, so they're super cute. I love them. I'm so glad how they turned out. I wanted just something smaller instead of as big as she originally had it. Monique says, I'm making ornaments for Christmas, but vintage ones. Ooh, I bet those are really great. We'd love to see that if you want to go post in our Facebook group or anywhere else that we have on Instagram and tag us in it. Somebody asked about my sweater and I totally forgot to pull it up. That's because we don't have it on our website. But it is done in our yarn. This one was done by our friend Ashley of Heart Hook Home. We can pull it. It's called the Lorraine cardigan. And she just didn't get it up on our website yet. But this is done in Swish DK. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's got like holes in it, right? It's holy. This is so warm with the Swish DK. I just have a t-shirt on under it and I'm so warm today, like perfectly fine, no problems, even though it's like really cold here. So yeah, we'll post this. This is the Lorraine cardigan from Ashley at Heart Hook Home. I think in her original, she used Shine for it, if I remember correctly. But this one is done in Swish DK. I used the Delft Heather. I just had leftovers from some of the other projects that we had done. And so I put them together. I don't think they're even the same dye lot, but you can't even tell because I tried to do one dye lot for the body, one dye lot for the yarn or for the arm, and then it totally worked out. So Margaret says, I'm definitely stealing that tree idea for next year. I'm busy making bottle cozies. Ooh, that's really great. Cindy says, Ashley is wonderful. I'm working on her Lori poncho. Yes, the Lori poncho is great. I can't remember what she made that in. I know she did one in the avocado color here of Brava worsted, but she also did a sport weight version. I forget what it was. Was it in Brava Sport? He goes, I don't know what that is. Okay, so we'll see if he can figure this out. I said it's the green tree I made last year. So if not, it's okay. You'll get what it is. We can post a picture on Instagram too to share with you. So yeah, so that's what this is. Ashley's really great. I've got to get on her though to get all of the patterns that she's been designing up on the website. Like she doesn't have the Lori poncho there yet. She doesn't have the Lorraine cardigan there yet. Come on, Ashley, get with the program. Yes, Hal says she uses Brava Sport. That's right. The gray version was Brava Sport. The avocado version here was the Brava worsted. So she did use multiple weights there and they look phenomenal. I love it so much. I actually think I want to make one without the hood. I love the hood, but it's just, I don't really wear hoods. So I think I want to make it without the hood, but we'll see. What are you guys doing? Are you doing with the hood, without the hood? What's your thoughts on that one? Okay, sorry about that. The air is super dry here. It's that time of year. Don't want to make sure I talk and not cough. So we're working on it. So what I also wanted to share with you is some other quick things that you can go and make if you have to go out this weekend for a gift. Before that, if you didn't do a teacher gift yet and you want to do something that you're making, here are some ideas. So we talked about the trees and how much fun those are. And so far, I think I've made 2, 4, like 5 or 6 trees per one ball of Galileo. And so our Galileo is a sport weight. It is 50% merino wool, 50% viscose from bamboo. Okay, guys, I got it. And so it's just really great. It's got this nice little twist to it that you can see. It's a really great yarn. So if you have leftovers, you can definitely make one from leftovers as well, from swatching or from making a project. You're going to have enough. It does not take a ton of yarn. So I got like at least 6 trees out of one cake of the Galileo. So that's a really great option too if you've got leftovers. There's I can't remember what it's called, but there's this beautiful bright pink color that we have in Galileo. I just started a tree in that to kind of add to my little forest, to put a little bit of extra pop of color in there. So you could really go with any color you want. Okay, so this is what I made last year. Again, I like to shop at the Dollar Tree if I can to just help on cost. So this is one of their wood canvases, or not wood, but wood frame canvases that I took off. I painted it with like the buffalo check, and then I stapled it onto the back. And then I made these tassels with my leftover Brava, and I just glued 3, 2, and 1. And then I had a little star that I put on the top, and we've got a little stick from outside, and then just put Mary and Bright on the bottom. So this was our teacher gift last year that I handed out. I try to do a little something made for the teachers if I can, but also something that I love, because you have to prototype it, right? You got to figure it out. So that's what I did. Another great way to use up your scrap yarns. I also did one on just like a black piece of poster board, and I stuck that inside of a frame. I took the glass out so it wouldn't be smashing this, and I just did a black poster board instead of doing the painted because I just ran out of time, but then still put the words and the little tree, and I think it turned out super cute, and it's super quick, super easy to go ahead and put together. So I'll set that maybe there. Yeah, okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you that you can always think about is taking a swatch and putting it in a picture frame. So this swatch is from actually a pair of socks that we have on the site. It's from Yvonne Choi. We will put in the pattern. She's also the one that did our mosaic stocking. She is phenomenal at mosaic, and we love when we get to work with her. So maybe you were swatching for your stocking and you have this beautiful panel here. You could go ahead and throw that into a picture frame. If you have like a silhouette or a cricket, you could also print out some words like Merry Christmas. You could put like World's Best Teacher if you want to make it more not holiday related. But if you're going red and white, it could be, or green in there. It could also be a really great holiday piece. Just double check your picture frames. Sometimes swatches, as they get too thick, depending on the yarn that you're using, is going to be a little bit harder to get in the frame if it's not thick enough, or use one of the shadow box frames. They work really well too. But this is a really great idea. You could put the words inside the picture frame if you don't want to do it right on the glass. If you want to handwrite it on with a marker, anything like that you could do. But it just makes a really great homemade gift, and you're repurposing those swatches that you're making instead of just throwing them out, because what else do you do with them, right? So that's a really great way, and you could do it with something like this, or, you know, something else. You could maybe be making a stocking and stick it right inside. Stockings also make really great like gift bags that you can throw your stuff right in here. Bottle of something, little treats, whatever you have going on. Another thing to do with your swatches is sometimes we give out gift cards, right? Or we give out I have little necklaces for my nieces that I made them. Take your swatch and make it into a little pouch. So if you remember when we did our modular collection, we had this really awesome tote bag, and we had each of the different motifs, and then we sewed them together. You got to make one up. And if it's not the right one, because, you know, this is your swatch here, make a motif, make one extra. You've got this great little square. I know you can see some of my ends sticking out. It's okay. I didn't get them all sewn in. But you can make a little pouch like this, and you can open up the button and you stick in your gift card or your little necklace or your little jewelry, fold it over, button it up, and now your packaging also becomes useful. They can keep it in a purse, keep it in their bag, depending on what square you're using. This one is definitely holey, so you're not going to want to put like your darning needles in it or anything like that. This is going to be something a little bit more solid that you're going to want to put inside, but still super duper cute. So this one here is just another swatch. And all I did was I actually did it inside out so I could flip it. So I'm looking at the wrong side, and you're just folding up 3 of the sides like this. So we have 1, we have 2, and then we have 3, right? And you're seaming them here and here. And then this top part becomes your flap over. So when you fold up, I've got 1, 2, and 3, my 3 sides. I seamed them right along the edges on the inside. And then I'm folding this over. Now, you could do it right like this and make a true square. I offset it a little bit and folded it a little bit further so that it would make more of an envelope. And because it's a motif and we have corners, it is making a perfect spot for your button to go through. Just make sure you have a button that's going to accommodate your hole. You could also do it with a square swatch, but your buttons are just going to be a little bit different. You might have to add 1 extra row around to be able to create a buttonhole, but still totally doable with a solid swatch if you wanted to do that. So just another really cute way to use leftover swatches and also make a cute little handmade something to give to people. A lot of times people start to know that you make things or hand make things or crochet or whatever, and they kind of expect to get something, or you feel kind of obligated to give them something. And these are a really perfect way to do it because it's not a ton of extra time. You're reusing a swatch you've already had, and you can get a really cute little gift out of it. Katelyn said, great idea. Mosaic crochet would make it less holey. Yes, it would. Just make sure you've got a good size to be able to fit in whatever you're going to do, and you can seam it up and you can make a pouch out of anything. It's really, really great. Another thing that I just saw today was that they were making Christmas cards, and they were poking holes into the card and then stringing their leftover yarn through, kind of like the shoestring projects we do when we were little, and make like Christmas trees or ornaments or stars on the front of the card, and then be able to send them out and gift them. What a great way to use up your scraps as well. Okay, so Margaret says, I love your idea of using swatches as different presents. My children's school is not accepting teacher gifts again as part of their poverty proofing initiative for a second year. Saying that I did make some ear warmers and hats, which they did accept because it was handmade and not store-bought. Well, there you go. That is great that you can still give them a little something. Teacher gifts don't have to be huge. It's just a little thank you, a little thinking of you. I like to do a little something homemade. And again, this year we're getting trees, something a little different. Again, super easy to make. Just some glue, a stick, and a little stand. You could also do it, excuse me, let me get a drink here. You could also do it with, in the wedding favor section, they have like those little buckets or pails, and you could put some styrofoam in there, put a little moss on top, and use that instead of a square or piece of wood. You could also get like a round branch or something and cut that up into rounds so that you could drill holes in there as well. Those are some really great ideas of what to do with the trees. And then also don't forget too, with the tassels, such an easy way, really easy. Kids can help you make the tassels. You can do the hot gluing. not just for teachers, but for a lot of other people too. So that's really great. And I just noticed my countdown is so wrong. There's only 4 more sleeps until Christmas. I can't believe it. It's almost here. If you're celebrating Christmas, or maybe you're celebrating another holiday, and that's wonderful too. I wish everybody a happy holidays, no matter what it is. And these are just really great little gift ideas. This is great for year round. Save your swatches and make the little projects year round. Let me know if you guys are also doing something handmade for Christmas. I know Margaret said doing the ear warmers and hats. What else are you guys working on? Are you gifting this holiday season for your crochet or yarn? We'd love to hear it. Okay, I think I have to go today. A little bit short on time. I'm just dealing with some dry air here and I don't want to keep coughing on you. Yeah, Dawn, 4 days. Where did the time go? I don't know. I still have to go finish wrapping. I've got presents all up here in my office that I'm trying to wrap as I find time and hide from my children. But yeah, trying to keep everything a surprise. Oh yeah, Jen just threw in there the Sunny Days tote, which is this one, which is the motif I used for the little pocket. Again, you can make any motif into a little pouch or any square. Ooh, slippers. Our Summit slipper socks are racking kits. That was a kit last year we had. That was really great. Uses 1 ball of, I believe, Mighty Stitch and 1 ball of Fable Fur, and you can make a pair of slipper socks. And we have them put together as a kit if you want, or you can just go and purchase whatever colors you like. Ooh, dog sweaters. Ooh, very nice. Just made my first scarf for my husband. Hope he likes it. I hope so too. Post a picture on Instagram. Let us see it. Or over in Facebook. Let us see what you're working on. We love to see it. Maybe we can throw up a little thread so you guys can post in there. That's all. It was a quick show today. We just wanted to chat, say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever holiday you are celebrating, and give you some inspiration for some last minute ideas as we head out to celebrate this weekend, into next week, into the new year. Thank you so much for joining us. There is no live next week. We will be back in 2023 to join you there to share some new collections we've got going on and some other new things. So thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend. Thanks for joining us. See you next year. Bye.